Meryem has blue eyes and short blue hair, Hollywood style. She wears a red and yellow Galatasaray Istanbul jersey and has a yellow and red Galatasaray Istanbul scarf around her neck. She is the biggest Galatasaray Istanbul fan in the world. She goes to every Galatasaray Istanbul football match, in snow, in rain. She sits in the stands at the stadium every time. A story of a fan, a football fan. She is a woman and her name is Meryem. In the heart of Istanbul, where continents collide and passion runs as deep as the Bosphorus, lives a legend. Not a player, not a coach, but a fan whose heart beats in yellow and red. Her name is Meryem, and she is the soul of Galatasaray. You might have seen her. Short, vibrant blue hair, a flash of color against the sea of supporters. Eyes as blue as a summer sky over the Turk Telekom Stadium, yet they hold the fire of 1,000 matches. Around her neck, always, is the sacred scarf, a banner of her unwavering loyalty. She wears the jersey not just as a piece of clothing, but as a second skin. Meryem isn't just a fan who watches from the comfort of her home. Oh no, she is a pilgrim, and every match is a holy journey. Rain, sleet, snow, blistering heat, it doesn't matter. If Galatasaray is playing, Meryem is there. Home or away, she finds her way to the stands, her presence a constant reassuring beacon for the players and the fans around her. Her story isn't one of fleeting interest. It began decades ago, a small girl captivated by the roar of the crowd, the magic on the pitch. It was a love passed down through generations, a legacy she embraced with every fiber of her being. She remembers the legends, Hagi, Tafarel, Metin Oktay. She has seen the triumphs and endured the heartbreaks, her voice joining the chorus of millions, a symphony of hope and devotion. People in the stands know her. She's not just another face in the crowd, she's Meryem, the one who starts the chant when spirits are low, the one who offers a comforting word after a tough loss, the one whose roar of celebration is the loudest when the ball hits the back of the net. She's seen young fans grow into adults, bringing their own children to the games, and she welcomes them all into the Galatasaray family with a warm, knowing smile. Think about the dedication. Imagine the countless hours spent traveling, the money saved for tickets, the sacrifices made in her personal life, all for 90 minutes of football. But for Meryem, it's so much more than that. It's about belonging. It's about community. It's about being part of something bigger than herself, a story that stretches back over a century. Her apartment is a museum of Galatasaray history, signed jerseys, old matchday programs, faded photographs of past glories. Each item tells a story, a memory etched into her heart. She can recount specific plays from games played 20 years ago with the clarity of someone who watched it yesterday. She remembers the precise minute of a game-winning goal, the feeling of the stadium shaking with joy, the tears of victory streaming down her face. Some might call it an obsession, but they don't understand. They don't see the beauty in this pure, unshakable love. In a world that is constantly changing, Meryem's devotion to Galatasaray is a rock. It's a constant, a source of strength and identity. She doesn't just support the club, she lives it. Her blood runs yellow and red. She has seen the club through its golden eras, celebrating UEFA Cup and Super Cup victories with unbridled joy. She was there, her voice raw from screaming, her heart bursting with pride. But perhaps more importantly, she was also there during the lean years, when the trophies were few and the victories were hard-won. Her support never wavered. In fact, it grew stronger. Because true loyalty isn't just about celebrating the wins. It's about standing tall through the losses. Meryem's story is a testament to the power of fandom. It's a reminder that football is more than just a sport. It's an emotion, a religion, a way of life. It connects people from all walks of life, uniting them under a single banner, a shared passion. She embodies the spirit of Simbom, the fighting spirit, the resilience, the undying love for the colors. Her Hollywood-style blue hair might make her stand out visually, but it's her spirit that truly makes her unforgettable. She is the fan every player dreams of playing for. The one whose cheers can lift a team from the depths of despair. The one who reminds everyone why they fell in love with the beautiful game in the first place. When Galatasaray scores, she doesn't just cheer. She explodes. She hugs strangers around her, all of them brothers and sisters in that moment, united by a single glorious goal. And when the final whistle blows on a victory, she stays long after the players have left the pitch, soaking in the atmosphere, her voice joining the final triumphant chants that echo through the empty stadium. Meryem is more than just a fan. She is a guardian of the flame. She is the living, breathing embodiment of the chant. Re, 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 ra, 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 Galatasaray, Galatasaray, Jim bom bom. Her life is a love letter to her club, written in every journey she takes, every song she sings, every tear she sheds. So the next time you watch a Galatasaray match, look for her. Look for the flash of blue hair and the fiery blue eyes. Look for the woman whose passion burns brighter than any stadium light. That's Meryem. She is not just in the stands. She is the stands. She is the 12th man, the heartbeat of the crowd. She is and always will be the greatest Galatasaray fan in the world. Her story isn't just about football. It's a story about love, loyalty, and the unbreakable bond between a fan and her team. Meryem has blue eyes and short, Hollywood-style blue hair. She wears a red and yellow Galatasaray Istanbul jersey and a matching scarf wrapped proudly around her neck. She is the biggest Galatasaray Istanbul fan in the world. A woman whose entire life revolves around her club, whose heart beats only in red and yellow. Every match day she wakes up with the same feeling inside her chest. Today is Galatasaray Day. No matter the weather, no matter the circumstances, no matter how hard life becomes, she is always there. Snow falls, rain pours, cold winds cut through the city, but Meryem walks to the stadium with determination in her eyes. She has almost no money, sometimes only a few coins left in her pocket, but she spends them on a ticket, because for her, Galatasaray is not just a football team. It is home, it is family, it is the fire that keeps her alive. As she approaches the stadium, the noise grows louder. The drums echo through the streets. The chants rise like thunder. Thousands of fans gather. But somehow, Meryem's passion feels stronger than all of them combined. She enters the stands, always choosing the same seat, the same place where she has laughed, cried, celebrated, and suffered. Around her, the crowd roars, but she feels calm, as if she has arrived where she truly belongs. In the middle of the roaring Galatasaray stands, she raises a flare high into the air, a bright, burning flare that explodes with color. Thick yellow and red smoke pours out, rising like a storm, painting the sky in the colors of her heart. The smoke swirls around her, glowing in the stadium lights, turning the moment into something almost mythical. In her other hand, she waves a massive Galatasaray Istanbul flag, red and yellow, proud and unstoppable, a symbol of unbreakable loyalty. Meryem is more than just a supporter. She lives for Galatasaray Istanbul. She breathes this club. Her life has never been easy. She grew up with little money, learned to fight for everything she has, but football was always there for her. When the world felt heavy, Galatasaray lifted her up. When she felt alone, the chants of the fans became her family. When she felt weak, the colors red and yellow gave her strength. Legends like Hagi, the magician of the midfield, Hakan Şükür, the unstoppable striker, and Metin Oktay, the king of hearts, shaped her childhood. Their goals, their victories, their stories became part of her soul. They taught her what it means to believe, to fight, to never give up. There were days when she couldn't afford food, but she still bought a match tickets. There were nights when she cried alone, but she still wore her Galatasaray scarf. Her friends didn't understand. Her family didn't understand, but she didn't need them to, because some loves cannot be explained. They can only be felt. And so she sits there, in the middle of the roaring stadium, tears streaming down her face. Not tears of sadness, but tears of pride, hope, and devotion. She sings with all her strength. She shouts until her voice breaks. She believes with every heartbeat. Because for her, Galatasaray is not just a team. It is destiny. Her greatest dream is simple yet powerful. To see Galatasaray Istanbul lift the Champions League trophy. She imagines the moment, the anthem echoing through the stadium, the lights shining bright, the captain raising the trophy high into the night sky. She imagines the tears, the joy, the explosion of emotion, and she whispers to herself, one day it will happen. This story is not just about football. It is about loyalty, passion, and the power of belief. It is about a woman who has nothing, yet gives everything. A woman who stands tall in a world that tries to break her. A woman who finds strength in colors, chants, and memories. A woman named Meryem. She is more than a supporter, more than a fan, more than a voice in the crowd. She is the heart of Galatasaray, the spirit of the stands, the soul of the club. This is Meryem, the greatest Galatasaray Istanbul fan in the history of mankind.